In November 2025, I was invited to talk about the Pansy project at Cornwall Pride's conference. This would be the first time they had invited a keynote speaker. I also hoped to plant some pansies at sites of homophobia. I couldn't visit Cornwall for the first time ever without exploring the beaches, the coastline, the birds, and the plant life. The weather wasn't always kind, but it had its moments. Though I was here to research homophobia and transphobia. One of the weirdest stories I've ever heard was about a local businessman called Mike Robertson. He founded Trago Mills in the 60s. He chose to promote his department stores in local newspapers. Weirdly, these adverts would be accompanied by a column of sorts that was disturbingly racist and homophobic. In the late 90s, he described homosexuality as a revolting perversion and called for gay people to be castrated to prevent the spread of AIDS. He called gay men poofters and claimed that young people should be protected from this foul minority. These adverts were printed by the press and regularly complained about. Just up the road is the Arwanack Club, where in 2022 there was a homophobic attack covered by Cornwall Live. The club-goer got into an extended altercation with a group of men who were being homophobic to the bouncers. The man commented on the abuse, and after further argument he decided to leave the club. He was later set upon by the men as he walked through Falmouth. He was punched in the face and called a poof. I searched the centre of town for a place to mark this crime. The nearest source of soil was on the moor. I planted the pansy and documented it with a view of the town in the distance. Then I was off to Penryn to deliver my keynote speech at Falmouth University. I attempted to squeeze 20 years of work into 45 minutes. I spoke to a warm, friendly and curious audience. After my speech and some questions, we went to plant one more pansy. This one is symbolic. It marks the many stories of homophobia and transphobia that I heard from the audience. Much of it unreported and too sensitive to go into here. This planting represents their untold stories. Though I've named it after a specific case. A gay student received online homophobia whilst running for the President of Community and Welfare of the Student Union. During their campaign, they were described as ill of mind. Though in an interview with Cornwall Live, the student suggested much worse abuse. After the event, I chose to give out the remaining pansies to the audience, to plant for themselves. They took them willingly to mark their own experiences or just as a memento of our day. I know that these 3 plantings barely scratch the surface. The challenges of homophobia, and especially transphobia, in this largely rural county are unique and complex. I was touched by the inspiring conversations in the room and left Cornwall with a feeling of hope for a thriving community united. One day I hope to return to plant more pansies and mark the other untold stories.